The story of Daniel, a remarkable account of faith, courage, and divine intervention, found in the Old Testament of the Bible, specifically in the book of Daniel. Daniel, a young Hebrew of noble descent, lived during the Babylonian exile. Daniel's early life and captivity. Around 605 BC, Daniel was among the young men taken captive by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon during his conquest of Jerusalem. Selected for their intelligence and potential, these young men were to be trained for service in the king's court. Daniel, along with his friends Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, who were renamed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, was chosen for this purpose. Faithfulness in Babylon. From the beginning, Daniel distinguished himself with his unwavering faith. When offered the royal food and wine, which were against Jewish dietary laws, Daniel requested a diet of vegetables and water. Despite the potential danger, he and his friends were allowed to follow this diet, and they thrived, appearing healthier than those who ate the royal food. Interpreting dreams. Daniel's ability to interpret dreams and visions became evident. When King Nebuchadnezzar had a disturbing dream that none of his wise men could interpret, Daniel prayed to God for wisdom and revealed the dream and its interpretation, predicting the rise and fall of empires. This act earned him a high position in the kingdom and showcased God's power. The fiery furnace. Daniel's friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, also displayed remarkable faith. They refused to bow down to a golden statue that Nebuchadnezzar had erected. As punishment, they were thrown into a fiery furnace. Miraculously, they were unharmed, and a fourth figure, who appeared divine, was seen with them. This event led the king to acknowledge the power of their God. The writing on the wall. During the reign of Belshazzar, another king of Babylon, a mysterious hand appeared and wrote on the wall during a feast. None of the king's wise men could interpret the writing, but Daniel was called upon. He revealed the message as a divine judgment, predicting the fall of the kingdom, which happened that very night. The lion's den. Under King Darius, Daniel continued to serve faithfully, which led to jealousy among the other officials. They tricked the king into issuing a decree that anyone who prayed to any god or man, other than the king for 30 days, would be thrown into the lion's den. Daniel, unwavering in his faith, continued to pray to God. As a result, he was thrown into the lion's den. However, God sent an angel to shut the lions' mouths, and Daniel emerged unharmed. This miraculous event led King Darius to decree that everyone in his kingdom should fear and reverence Daniel's God. Visions and prophecies. Later in his life, Daniel received visions and prophecies about future events, including the coming of the Messiah and the end times. These visions, filled with symbolic imagery, have been studied and interpreted by scholars for centuries.